In Pontiac, Michigan, it's the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Hello, everybody. I'm Lindsey Nelson with Paul Hornung here in Pontiac. The Detroit Lions early this year established a strong running game, and then last week they didn't.
You know, Lindsey, I think the Detroit fans feel as if Dexter Bussey and Horace King, number 24 and 25, may be the best invention to come off the assembly line here in Detroit since the invention of the Corvette and Thunderbird. They can really rush the football. Last week, they went away from their basic game plan. This week against the Packers, you can believe me, those two guys are going to run football a lot.
Dexter Bussey last week picked up only 6 yards rushing. Now, the Packers are going to have to defense a strong rushing game, something they haven't done too well.
They sure have it, and actually this year they've improved on that situation over the past couple of years. And one of the big reasons, Dave Roller, number 74, he's had an outstanding first 4 games for the Packers. He's a free spirit. He loves life. He loves to play the game of football, and he'll go after the quarterback. He's already recorded 4.5 sacks.
All right, let's go down to the field where the Detroit Lions will be receiving and the Green Bay Packers will be kicking off.
Now, Chester Markle, one of the great kickers, had a few injuries the last couple of years, and I know Bart Starr is happy to have this young man back.
Kane, Bolton, and Thompson are the deep men to receive the opening kickoff as Chester Markle puts it up. Taken by Bolton. He is at the 5. He is back to the 10, the 15, the 20. Finally stopped at the 28-yard line. It was returned by Rick Kane. Rick Kane returned it. Jim Grano made the tackle. So it is first down and 10 yards to go, and the ball is at the 23-yard line. The offensive line for Detroit. Bodine's up there now that Markovich is out with an injury. Wide receivers. Split the running back, Bussey and King. This is Horace King. Got it across there for about 5 yards to the 28.
Well, Detroit wastes no time in putting those 2 big tight ends again. They've got David Hill and Charlie Sanders on the flanks playing as a tight end. And that is exactly what they've been so successful with the first 3 games. They had to go away from it last week against Minnesota because of the field. Now the big tight ends are back in together.
They've got Luther Blue as a wide receiver to the left side. The other 2 tight ends in the ball game. Got David Hill split a little to the right side. Greg Landry waits for the snap. Handing it off this time. It is taken by Horace King. And Horace King moves it up to just about the line of scrimmage before Dave Roller gets in there to pop him, along with Gary Weaver. So make it 3rd down and 5 yards to go. The defensive line, front 4 for the Green Bay Packers. And the linebackers, Carter in the middle. And the deep men. 3rd down and 5 yards to go for the Detroit Lions. This time they've got Ray Jarvis far to the left side.
Passing situation, they've got only 1 tight end in there.
Landry back to throw. A penalty marker is thrown, and the ball is batted at the line of scrimmage, so it's the umpire's flag thrown.
Here we go with the holding, I think. Boy, there's been a lot more holding penalties assessed this year in the National Football League. Lindsey and I were talking to Art McNally, head of the referees for the game, and he says, yes, Paul, the percentage is up. I don't think he had to tell us that, do you?
Didn't have to tell us. He said he was up to 4.7 holding penalties per game.
Holding, number 75, offense, declined, 4th down.
Jim Yarbrough was the culprit.
Let's see if we can pick it up. Yarborough's the left tackle here going against Bob Barber. Oop, he had his right hand out there. Almost intercepted here by the Packers. The Lions will punt it away.
Penalty was declined, so it's 4th down. Wilbur Summers is back to punt. He's averaged 34.5. Harrell is deep. Willard Harrell will receive the punt for the Green Bay Packers. Beauty. Long, high, spiraling kick. Fair catch signal goes up. Harrell makes it at the 31. So the Pack starts 1st and 10 at the 31. This telecast is presented by authority of the National Football League and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the Detroit Lions and the National Football League is prohibited. The officials, Gordon McCarter is the referee here this afternoon. He is the head of the crew. Lynn Dickey quarterbacking the Packers. Eric Torkelson and Barty Smith are his setbacks in an I formation.
Well, they probably go weak side here out of the I, trying to establish the run. There you go.
They go weak side out of the eye to Torkelson. He gets up to the 35, and that means either Paul Hornung is clairvoyant or Lucky Guesser, or he had some information.
I have to tell you the truth, Liz. I did have a little information on the opening play there. I do have a few friends coaching the Packers.
Ken Sanders and Ed O'Neill made the stop. The offensive line of the Green Bay Packers. And their wide receivers. You got Vataha starting today. And the backs. Dickey back to throw. Pumps and throws it to Torkelson out in the left flat. Torkelson drives up to the 39-yard line. Walt Williams made the stop, pushed him out of bounds. It'll be third down and 2 yards to go.
You know, we mentioned in the NFL Today show, which of course precedes the broadcast a half an hour, that I've worked 5 of the Packer games that Bart Starr's coached out of these 10 victories. The only 5 games I've worked, he's won all 5 of them. But as I said at the top of the show, I don't think Detroit's worried about that too much.
No wonder he gives you the opening play. It's third down and 2 yards to go at the 39. Wide receivers left and right. Torkelson again. I think he got it.
Made a little cut back over maybe the inside of the right guard and off the left shoulder of his center, Larry McCarron, for the first down. Watch Barty Smith here. And I'd run behind him, too, 235 pounds. Torkelson comes back to the inside. A good cut, running for daylight for the first down.
You didn't run behind a bad fellow. James Taylor was not exactly slack.
How do you think I played 9 years?
First and 10 at the 42. Here's Barty Smith looking to cut back against the grain and across the 50. Down to the 48-yard line of the Detroit Lions.
Barty Smith getting that 240 pounds in motion here. Watch Torkelson get a standoff on the linebacker out here. Now Smith cuts back to the inside. And you know, the Packers only picked up 18 first downs rushing all year long. And Barty Smith is stopped from behind by Doug English, defensive tackle.
Just short of the first down.
I was going to say those 18 first downs rushing are the worst mark in the league, so Bart definitely has to improve on that.
That's Odom from the slot right in motion across. Torkelson, and he is popped for a loss. Ball got away, recovered for the Green Bay Packers.
A great move by Ken Sanders, defensive left end. Then he got rid of the tackle, number 72. That's Dick Himes. Now that's the matchup right at the bottom of your screen. Watch how quick Sanders gets around him, comes back, gets a piece of it.
The defensive alignment, the front four for Detroit. Third down and 3 now, with the ball short of the 50-yard line. 3rd and 3. It's a first and 10 with Barty Smith picking it up at the 41-yard line of the Detroit Lions. 1st and 10 for the Packers. Herb Orvis made the stop for the Detroit Lions.
A little unique. They've only rushed for over 100 yards in one of the games. Of course, that was last week against the Bengals.
Garth Naples starting outside in place of Newmoff, who still has that hamstring. Deep backs. 1st and 10 for the Packers at the Lions 41. Taha far to the left side, and Steve Odom set on the slot left. Odom in motion across. Dickey. Well, just a little soft pass to Bart Smith, but he couldn't hold on to it. Barty Smith, incomplete.
Dickey had a tendency to go right up the middle there with maybe something like a quarterback draw, but it wasn't a draw. You see the hole there. There's a big hole, but here comes the linebacker over to fill it. And very wisely, Dickey lets it go to his fullback. This pass could have been intercepted here. Bart deflections.
Bart Starr, as a quarterback, always wanted to know how that man in motion was going to be covered deep, and he started him in motion early in this ball game, and Charlie West took him all the way across last time. Wide receivers left and right. Dickey drops back. Blitz. And he's dropped at the 50-yard line. Ball got away, but it had been blown dead. Packers retained possession. Doug English there for the Detroit Lions.
Here comes the blitz. Now, Lynn Dickey's only been sacked 4 times on the year. The Packers have improved that, but he's had to hurry a lot of passes. There's the middle linebacker, Garth Ten Napel, coming. He's picked up, but one of the defensive linemen on the other side, I think it was Doug English, got through for the sack.
On what they thought was the passing down, and it was. They had Laslovic out, and Laslovic is back in at middle linebacker. Odom in a slot right as Dickey sets up, rolls out and throws on the run, and it is McGeorge. He's got it. Rich McGeorge made a diving catch.
What a catch. Charlie West made the stop, and Lynn Dickey was really in trouble. Let's see if we can pick it up. Now, the Detroit Lions, as usual against the Packers, always blitz. There's Laslovic, and number 55 is Ed O'Neill. That's 2 of the linebackers. Here comes Charlie Weaver. That's all 3 of them. Good pitch and a great catch by the big tight end from Elon Collins.
But not nearly enough for the first down. It's 4th and 10, and so the punter is back, David Beverly. He has averaged 42.7 for the Packers. Steps up, a high trajectory kick. Takes a roll and goes out of bounds, and it's going to be marked at the 4-yard line. A 37-yard putt, but sky high and out of bounds, which will start Detroit deep in their own territory. They'll start 1st and 10.
Introducing the Ford in your future. The new Ford Fairmont Wagon. A new wagon designed for today and the years ahead. The Fairmont wagon has excellent mileage ratings, but while it is trim and lean outside, Fairmont has almost 90% of the passenger space of most large wagons, and with the seat down can swallow up all this cargo. Yet for all this, the new Fairmont wagon, as shown, is actually sticker price less than this little VW Rabbit. Test drive Fairmont, the newest, better idea from the Wagon Master.
I want you to be the first to know. I joined the Army, so I guess it means goodbye. Chris? I joined the Army, so I guess this means goodbye. Susie, I joined the Army, so I guess it's goodbye. I joined the Army, so I guess it's goodbye. I'm leaving for the Army next week.
When did you join?
Last July.
With the Army's delayed entry program, if you qualify, you can enlist now and take up to 12 months to say goodbye. Contact your local Army representative.
There is no score. We're in the first quarter. The Lions have it 1st and 10, but they have it at their own 4-yard line. Greg Landry brings them up. Running backs in an eye. That's King and Bussey. Bussey in motion outside left. Horace King dropped for a loss of about a yard at the 3-yard line. Barber was there. It'll be 2nd down and 11 yards to go.
The absolute toughest place to block for an offensive lineman is inside your own 5-yard line. This is Horace King off the left side. That's 73 Russ Bollinger on a pull. And Bob Barber makes a fine defensive play. Loss of 1.
2nd down, 11 yards to go. Luther Blue is far to the right side for the Detroit Lions. This again is King. He fumbles at the 5-yard line. And the Green Bay Packers have recovered. The Packers have the football. Dave Purifoy has it.
You're right, Lindsey. Dave Purifoy, 6'1", 255 pounds. Now, here it is. Watch Barber come to the inside. He's hooked. They got Horace King trying to go offside with a couple men pulling. Freddie Carr gets a standoff block, reaches his big left meat hook in there, causes the fumble, and Dave Purifoy comes up with a fine defensive play by Freddie Carr.
He's been making them for a lot of years for the Green Bay Packers.
10 to be exact.
Right outside linebacker. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Tarkelson and Barty Smith are the setbacks. Well, Dickey lost about a half a yard. A little surprised on the snap.
I don't understand the play either, Lindsey. I don't think that was a called quarterback sneak. Let's see if we can pick it up. No, it might have been. There's Dickey. See, there wasn't a man head up the center here, and McCarron was looking for a linebacker, and if he was looking for 55, he missed him. That's Ed O'Neill who made the stop.
They've got a double tight end. Bert Askson is in there right now, too. 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line. McGeorge and Askin on either end. And a wing right. Torkelson. The Detroit Lions defense piles him up, fumble, but after the whistle, it'll be 3rd and goal at the 6. They had O'Neal, who had a fine game last week against Minnesota, on the tackle.
You know, Lindsay, I don't think that was a quick whistle. This would have been Detroit's football if they would have recovered, and the Packers were very lucky. Here's Torkelson here. He gets hit by O'Neal again on a fine defensive play. Right here now. To see if he's down before he loses the football. It looks like he was down there, but there goes the football, and they marked it at the 6.5-yard line.
3rd down and goal to go.
With McGeorge on the recovery.
Torkelson. Well, he simply hurdled his way through to the 4-yard line, but Garth Knaple from Texas A&M was there.
Good defense by the Detroit Lions here. Of course, you know, boy, we played many bloodbaths here in Detroit against this team. This was always the toughest defensive team to run against. And what a play here by the linebackers. 57, Garth Knaple.
And you played a lot of those battles on Thanksgiving morning. Dick Himes is down.
Well, the Packers get a big break. They got 1st and goal, Lindsay. They do not get the football into the end zone by the rush. They've only had one rushing touchdown all year long, and that was scored by Brockington. He's gone.
Incidentally, Ken Payne is not on the roster. He was suspended and then was waived.
Well, I'm going to have to talk a little about that, Lindsay. A lot of people are wondering what happened to Ken Payne. Of course, he made a remark on the sidelines to one of the coaches after the Sports Spec.
Sports Back coming up 4:30 next Saturday, of course, and lots of headline boxing. Leon Spinks and Scott Ledoux.
And his brother Michael, too.
That's 10 rounds, and you all know, of course, that Leon Spinks won the gold medal in the light heavyweight division at Montreal in the Olympics.
I saw him fight one. He's had 5 fights, all by knockouts. He's won them all, and you're going to see him fighting for the heavyweight championship for too long. What a good man. Boy, the world's strongest men coming up on Sports Spec. A wheelbarrow race. If you ask me what that is, I'm going to explain it to you. 750 pounds of weight, and they have to push it up a 9-degree incline over a 30-yard course as fast as they can.
You do that every morning, right?
Every morning I do it.
That's on the CBS Sports Spec, 4:30 next Saturday. 4th down and goal, and the field goal unit is in. Chester Markall will attempt, and David Beverly will hold it for him, and it's going to be about a 21-yarder. Beverly at the 11-yard line. Markall boots it, and it's good. So the Green Bay Packers are first on the scoreboard on a 21-yard field goal by Chester Markall. It is now the Green Bay Packers 3 and the Detroit Lions nothing. We have 5 minutes, 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Whether you're coming home to your alma mater or just coming home after a day at work, any time that's right for a cold beer is perfect for the consistently smooth taste of the king of beers.
Well, Martha, thank goodness some things never change.
Here's to you, pal.
When you say Budweiser, you said it all.
It'll be Chester Markall kicking off for the Green Bay Packers. We have a report now that Dick Himes has a sprained knee. He is the injured player you saw being attended just a moment ago. the offensive right tackle of the Green Bay Packers.
You know, I think it should be mentioned here that psychologically, the Detroit Lion defense did a fantastic job. You know, you give the turnover to another team inside the 10-yard line, they should put 7 points on the board. Detroit's defense outstandingly held the Packers out of the end zone, something that has been the toughest thing for the Packers to do, put it over that end line.
Kane, Bolton, and Thompson are the deep men. And it is Kane at the 3-yard line. Kane to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. And he is pushed back as he got to the 22-yard line. So the Detroit Lions will start 1st and 10 at the 22. Wagner made the stop.
Here's an early first quarter score. Horace Moolman, a 28-yard field goal. The Eagles in front of the Cards. In San Francisco at the New York Giants, a 50-yard field goal by Wersching. Ray Wersching gives the 49ers an early 3-0 lead.
Incidentally, we have here this afternoon a sellout crowd of 80,638. They sold them all.
That unreal.
Horace King and Dexter Bussey are the running backs. Greg Landry pops this one to Sanders. He is hit as he got to the 25-yard line. Gain of only 3 yards on the completed pass to Sanders. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Steve Luke made the stop. Last week, Greg Landry passed for 250 yards against the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, he's having a fine year, Lindsey. He's ranked number 2 in the NFC. 58% of his passes completed. He's only had 1 interception. And that was on the last play of the game against the Vikings. So he's really throwing the football well. And why? They've been able to run the football the first 3 games.
He had 25 completions last week. This is Dexter Bussey. Up to the 29-yard line. So I'm driving behind Lynn Bodine, who was pulling Steve Luke. Made the tackle with Willie Buchanan.
They didn't block anybody on the right side that time. Bussey. Running the football. You need some blocks out of those guards when you run that sweep.
They swing the ball out a great deal to Horace King. He is tied for the NFC lead in receiving with 18 catches. 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Now here are the 2 tight ends on the same side at the bottom of your screen. That's where they like to run to.
That's where Bussey's coming. Cutting back, and he's got the 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions. Mike Butler made the stop. As Paul pointed out, they aligned the 2 tight ends on the lower side.
Now on defense, the key to it is the safety man. Watch 46. He comes up here and misses the tackle. Watch the 2 tight ends. That's David Hill shoving him down with his left hand. Could have been holding. Here's the whole play now. Watch the 2 tight ends. Now watch Steve Luke come up here and miss Bussey. Good hard running by Bussey. Finally pulled down by Barber. Check that, Mike Butler.
1st down and 10 yards to go for the Detroit Lions. Running back to an I formation at their own 34-yard line. Greg Landry has it. Pops it. Bussey. Dexter Bussey to the 41. 7-yard pickup will make it 2nd down and 3 yards to go. Jim Carter and Tom Toner made the tackle for the Green Bay Packers. 2 minutes, 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The Green Bay Packers are leading by a score of 3-0. Packers won their first game this year, and then they've lost 3 in a row. Detroit Lions came in with a record of 2 wins and 2 losses. They were tied with the Minnesota Vikings last week, lost to the Vikes at Minnesota. Horace King looking for a place to turn, and there wasn't any. No gain on the play. It'll be marked at the 41. 3rd down and 3 yards to go. Carr and Roller. Well, some happy folks here at the Silver Dome. 81, it says, Super Bowl. And if the Super Bowl is held here in 81, they've made a bid. CBS will be here. CBS, of course, will have the Super Bowl from the Superdome in New Orleans in January.
Great city to have it, too. I love New Orleans.
Likewise, I'm sure. 3rd down and 3 yards to go. Little delay, and it is Bussey, and he's got the 1st down and yards to spare, crossing the Green Bay territory. At the 47, it's 1st and 10 for the Lions. Willie Buchanan made the stop.
Good blocking up front. Detroit line. Watch the play of the line here. Just a little draw to his halfback Bussey. Watch Horace King go out, get a standoff block there, enabling Bussey to go for the first down. Pick up a 12-yard.
Roller is injured on the play. Dave Roller has been injured, and Clarence Williams is coming to replacement. Roller is being assisted off on the far side.
Oh, that'll hurt the Packers' rush. Dave Roller has really been playing well for that defensive line for the Packers. They hate to lose him.
It is 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 47-yard line of the pack. 1 minute, 5 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. Luther Blue far to the left side.
They're going with that double tight end situation.
Dexter Bussey. Kyle to the 45. Picked up 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 yards to go. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Baltimore early first quarter score, 7-0, 1-yard run by Lee.
2nd and 8. Luther Blue in motion across. Greg Landry has the ball. Goes to David Hill, and David Hill's inside the 30. He's at the 25. For David Hill, it's a 12th pass reception. He leads the tight ends in the NFC in receiving. Fred Carr and Mike McCoy made the tackle. A 20-yard pickup.
A 7-year veteran from Texas A&I from his tight end position. Play action pass. Landry retreats about 11 yards. He's got a little pressure, but he had his bead on his big tight end, number 81. David Hill, 20 yards, first down, Detroit.
That is the end of the first quarter, and the score is Green Bay 3 and the Lions nothing.
Ever wonder what happens to the money you keep in your checking and savings accounts? Let me show you. Some of it's here in town, put to work helping people change things for the better, like buying a new car or starting a new business. Your money's working, yet all the while, it's there when you need it, in a safe, convenient place.
America's Bankers, helping you change things for the better.
Save on one coat cover in half the time at Ward's. You're watching Ward's new Super Painter Patomatic in action. Sale priced at only $7.99. Super Painter covers almost any surface smoothly, evenly, and quickly. It's perfect for Ward's gallery of colors interior flat or semi-gloss paint. Super sale priced, $4 off every gallon. Enjoy one coat cover, quick drying, and a scrubbable finish that really lasts. So save time and money at Montgomery Ward.
Having dinner with clients is part of your job.
The trick is to gain a client, not lose a reputation. On Our Own tonight, following Rhoda.
Stay here, Mr. Barnes.
In the first quarter, Detroit had 29 yards rushing. Green Bay had 25. Yards passing, Detroit 30 and Green Bay 5. Total yards in the first quarter, Detroit 59, Green Bay 30. Landry is 3 for 4, 30 yards so far in the ballgame. As we start the second quarter, this is Lindsey Nelson with Paul Horning at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. 1st and 10 for the Lions at the Green Bay 25. Rick Kane into the ballgame and carrying the ball. Rick Kane at a running back. Stopped by Willie Buchanan. Got just inside the 25, picked up maybe a half yard on the play. Second down and 9 yards to go as you watch the deployment of the Green Bay defense. Jim Carter, the middle linebacker, number 50.
Let's see if they try to go upstairs right now. Don't pass too much from this, what they call a Brown situation with a fullback and a halfback are side by side.
King and Kane are the running back. Swing it out to King.
Screen.
King on a screen right is inside the 20. Picked up about 5 yards on the play as Dave Purifoy made the tackle. That'll make it third down. About 4 yards to go.
You see Horace King there with that stat, ranks 4th in the NFC in rushing. Bussey ranks 5th. Pretty good tandem.
Third down conversions, Detroit is 2 of 3, and they're faced with one here. Third down.
Now, the key here, Lindsey, these two backs, if they swing out of the backfield, they'll find the hole and hook up. There they go.
Landry. And it's complete. Taken by Jarvis, and Ray Jarvis gets the first down. It is first and 10 at the 13-yard line. Buchanan made the stop.
And they send both the backs out of the backfield. This time, Rick Kane clears it out, and Ray Jarvis is coming underneath. That's his 14th catch on the year. First down, Detroit at the, let's call it the 13.
Jarvis getting a little attention there along the sidelines. Charlie Sanders has come back into the ball game. That's Lem Barney tending to the equipment. Landry is 5 of 6 to 5 different receivers so far. Kane to the 9-yard line. Picked up about 4 yards on the play. Rick Kane, a 200-pounder from San Jose State.
Clarence Williams in there now. For the injured Dave Rollard. Williams, of course, has been a starter for the Packers. 8-year veteran from Prairie View.
We're in the second quarter. The Green Bay Packers are leading 3-0. The Detroit Lions in possession at the 9-yard line. Gordon McCarter, the referee. As Lynn Bodine comes over to the sideline for a little equipment change, so Carter follows him over. Bodine needs a little new haberdashery here for the resumption of the afternoon's festivities. So play is suspended until that matter has been accounted for. And meanwhile, Gary Anderson replaces him. Gary Anderson taking over the offensive guard position. Second down and 6 yards to go for the Lions at the Packers' 9-yard line.
Well, they're going to go upstairs, Lynn?
I would think so.
Well, they could make a first down here. They've got about 5 yards to go. They have to get the ball to about the 3-yard line for a first down.
Luther Blues part of the left side. Charlie Sanders over on that side. And on the near side, it is David Hill.
Packers overshift the defense to their right.
Kane and King, and that's Kane. Flashes into the 5, and it's going to make it third and about 2.
Yeah, that's good blocking. Now, the Packers were overshifted to the strength, which was Detroit's left side. Just good, strong blocking at the hole, and good hard running by Rick Kane. He's a rookie from South Dakota State. No, excuse me, San Jose State.
Bill Larson comes into the ballgame, number 87, a second-year man from Colorado State.
Baltimore is taking a 14-0 first quarter score. Ron Lee has scored a touchdown, and Don McCauley.
Double tight end to the left side for the Detroit Lions. Run away from it. Being carried, it's just to the 5-yard line.
They don't get too much when they run away from it, do they?
Toner made the stop, so it's going to be fourth down. Yard and a half to go.
You wonder why Bussey is not in there right now as the Detroit Lion fans come alive here. Dexter Bussey is reported to have a slightly sprained ankle.
The fans say go for it. They always say go for it. The Lions want to talk it over. Landry wants to talk it over with Tommy Hedgesworth and calls a Detroit timeout. So the Lions are charged with a timeout. 10 minutes, 51 seconds remaining to be played in the second quarter of this football game, and the Packers are leading by a score of 3-0.
Honey, is this homeowner's insurance high?
I don't know. Think it's too much?
How would I know?
Compare with Allstate.
Compare?
Bring in your policy and compare rates. If you have a good deal, we'll tell you. But for many, chances are we've got a better deal.
We've got a better deal.
Allstate might save you some money, but you'll never know until you bring in your policy and compare.
Oh, that's a good deal.
When you want to save on homeowners insurance, Allstate wants to help.
That's a promise from us. The good hands, people.
With the price of most things going up, the sticker price of Pinto, the best-selling American small car, is coming down. As of October 3rd, new 78 model Pintos with more standard features will have a lower sticker price than last year's model comparably equipped. Important features are now standard, like AM radio, power front disc brakes, rear window defroster, tinted glass, and protective body side moldings. Ford Pinto, more car for the money than last year. When America needs a better idea, Ford puts it on wheels.
Landry's along the sideline. The border strategy said kick it. Danielson will hold for Mickemeyer. It's going to be a 23-yarder.
Chip shot, that's all.
Mickemeyer boots it, and it's good. And the score is tied.
You know, Lindsey, why they went for the field goal, of course, is they needed a good 2 yards for the first down, so that was the percentage play.
Score is tied 3-3 with 10:48 to play in the half.
It's no joke when a meeting runs late and you've got to catch a plane. And if Hertz, the superstar in rent-a-car, hadn't invented express check-in, you just might be waiting in line at some rent-a-car counter while your plane is taking off. It takes a superstar to come up with time-saving ideas like express check-in. Next trip, you might need it too. So rent a Ford or other fine car from Hertz.
The superstar in rent-a-car.
That's right.
The closer you shave, boy.
The closer you shave, boy.
The more you will need.
The more you will need.
Great balls of comfort.
Great balls of comfort.
To do it with ease.
Great balls of comfort.
Oh, just like Noxzema.
Noxzema.
Premier.
Great balls of comfort to you.
The closer you shave, the more you need soothing, medicated Noxzema.
Great balls of comfort to you. Woo!
Should have bought Mobil 1. The oil, it saves you gas, you know.
Should have bought Mobil 1. Helps you start at 35 below.
Should have bought Mobil 1. Engine temperature hits 500. You're cool.
Should have bought Mobil 1. You only change it every 15,000 miles.
Mobil 1, the oil that does it all. Take it from an expert.
It'll be Steve Mickemeyer kicking off now. Odom is center deep, flanked by Middleton and Culbreth to receive it for the Green Bay Packers. Steve Odom is waiting at the 6-yard line. He's at the 10 to the 15. Odom to the 20, to the 25, stopped at the 26-yard line. First and 10 at the 26. John Woodcock downfield to make the tackle. They move.
15 plays, 73 yards, Lynch. They ate up 9 minutes and 22 seconds.
Paul, what did you have to say about the absence of Ken
Well,
Payne?
let's just say this. Ken Payne made a remark on the sideline. Bart Starr fined him $1,000, then rescinded the fine, decided to put him on waivers. And I tell you, it goes back to the discipline days. I think we need a little bit more discipline in the National Football League. And I've got to back the quarterback in this position.
First down and 10 yards to go. Green Bay at their own 26-yard line. Then Dickey swings it out on the screen right. Taken by Harrell. Willard Harrell goes out of bounds at the 29. Paul, there was a brief period when he was called Harrell.
Well, now it's back to Harrell. It's tough to keep up with some of these names today. Here's another score. St. Louis 7, Philadelphia 3. Jim Hart passing 38 yards to Ike Harris to put the Cards back on top.
We have a penalty marker on the last play. Line of scrimmage was the 26. Gordon McCart is the referee, and he's walking off a 5-yard penalty. It's the first penalty of the ball game that has been accepted.
Offside, number 72, defense, first down 5.
Ernest Price.
He's playing in place of Jim Mitchell. He's been deactivated, injured. Tied up in New York. 3-3. Joe Novello, 21-yard field goal.
Harrell and Barty Smith are the setbacks. First down and 5 yards to go. And this time it is Nate Simpson. Nate Simpson carried, and he got across the 35-yard line to the 36. They'll take a long look at the possible first down. Simpson, a rookie from Tennessee State.
6 foot, 195 pounds. I don't have to tell you he's quick. He better be.
They're going to bring out the chain and measure for the possible first down for the Green Bay Packers.
You know, a lot of people around the Packer territory are wondering why some of the rookies aren't playing. First down. Some guys like Simpson, who you're seeing in there now, Cordell Middleton and Jim Culver, they've been a little bit slow picking up the system. And you just can't afford to use backs in pressure-type situations that, really aren't sure of what they're doing.
First and 10 for the Pack with the ball at their 36. Score tied 3-3 in the second quarter. It's Marty Smith. Got just short of the 39.
Marty Smith out of the fullback position. He's got the back up in front. That's Simpson. A good block on the right side over there. Marty Smith cuts back for a few. 68. Is that Greg Cook? Yes, I think that's a rookie out of Arkansas, the Packers' number 2 draft choice. Marty Smith now 20 yards and 3 carries.
Randy Vataha is far to the left side. Odom set in a slot left on a 2nd and 8. Penalty marker thrown. Penalty marker thrown. Handoff is about to go to Simpson.
Too much time.
5-yard penalty for delay. Back to the 33-yard line.
Boy, Vataha, of course, we always...
Delay of game. Green Bay, 2nd down.
Delay of game. We remember Randy Vataha, of course, Jim Plunkett's teammate at Stanford. Caught 51 his rookie year.
Remember to watch for Logan's Run, the big adventure series that hits with the impact of Star Wars. Monday nights at 8, 7 Central and Mountain Time. Tomorrow, a mighty battle looms for control of the Star World. Second and 13.
Slot right.
Blitz. Dickey guns it, and Vataha makes a diving catch. And then it rolled away, and it's an incompleted pass.
I'll tell you, you wonder why he was so wide open. The Packers really picked up the blitz that time, and Vataha was on a deep square-in pattern. Watch the linebackers here. Here they come. It's Ed O'Neill and Weaver both on a blitz. They're picked up, and Dickey had the bead on Randy Vataha, who's wide open in Detroit territory, just can't quite hold on.
That makes it 3rd down and 13 yards to go. Vataha's first start as a Packer. In 2 previous games with the New England Patriots against Detroit, he had a touchdown pass in each. He comes out to a wide left with Odom in the slot left. 3rd and 13. Dickey. Incomplete.
Flag down.
Check the penalty marker. Holding against the Packers.
They'll decline it.
They decline it, and they bring up the punting situation.
Holding, number 67, offense, declined, 4th down.
Bob Kolkowski, a former Detroit Lion, detected holding, and so they decline it. Back to punt is David Beverly. Dick Duran is center deep. Long, high, spiraling kick. He really put it to Duran. It's back up to 13 to the 15 to the 20, and 2 penalty markers thrown as he got to the 23-yard line.
I think they got Horace King on a clip. The injured Packer is down about the 17-yard line. Only a 54-yard boot. Beverly rated number 2 in the NFC coming in. And averaging 42.7. Boom one.
The injured Packer still down.
Personal foul. Clipping during the run back. 1st down.
See if we can pick up the clipping here. Here's Dick Duran. There it is right there. That was Horace King.
Andre Thompson is the man who's down. Andre Thompson, the man who is down, and so he is receiving attention. It'll be 1st down and 10 yards to go for the Detroit Lions when play is resumed. Thompson going off.
Well, they've had their share of injuries this year, the Detroit Lions. You figure Levi Thompson, they only have 2 interceptions on the year, both of them by Levi Johnson. He's out with the knee. Mark Markovich, the starting right guard, he's out. Rockne Freitas, good right tackle, he's out. And, of course, Lawrence Gaines hasn't played yet, the big fullback who they were counting on. Of course, they picked up the slack there with the fine running of Bussey and King.
Now, Gordon McCarter, the referee, takes a timeout. We have 8 minutes, 57 seconds remaining to be played in the first half, and the score is tied 3-3.
Polaroid's One Step is the simplest camera in the world. You don't have to focus or anything.
I thought this was the simplest camera.
This is.
I just snap the shutter, and I've got the picture.
Where?
Well, I have to get it developed.
And I just press this button. A motor hands me the picture. I see it in minutes.
It's pretty. But mine's just as simple up to when the picture comes out.
What kind of logic is that?
Mine?
Doesn't make any sense.
You mean you don't understand it?
Get the One Step.
Your car will always need new parts, but you will never need to buy another battery. Once you own the J.C. Penney battery, it never needs water, ever. And it has more power to start your car than any other car battery. So dependable, it's fully warranted for as long as you own your car. If it ever fails, return it. We'll replace it, free. Only at J.C. Penney auto centers or catalog desks. It's the last battery your car will ever need.
A 3-3 tie with the Lions in possession, first and 10 at their own 9-yard line. Greg Landry brings them up. This is Horace King. Got to about the 14-yard line before he stopped. Bob Barber made the stop. Gain of 5 yards on the play will make it 2nd and 5.
The New York Giants have scored a 37-yard pass. Joe Pisarcik to Gary Shirk, a tight end, taking the lead over the 49ers. Second quarter, Giants 10, San Francisco 3.
Rick Kane's the tailback. Horace King is the fullback. Luther Blue is wide to the right side for Greg Landry. Quick pitch to Kane. At the 15-yard line, he was popped by Mike Butler, the rookie from Butler University in Indianapolis. Spotted at the 16-yard line for a gain of 2. That'll make it 3rd and 3.
I think Butler's that All-American out of Kansas, isn't he, Lynch?
Is he out of Kansas?
Yes, sir, out of the University of Kansas. He's a big one. 6'5", 265 pounds, and the Packers are very high on that young man. He's already been credited with 3.5 sacks on the year. Great pursuit on that last play.
Here comes Jarvis far to the right side. Penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. Landry pumps once and throws, and it is stopped. Incomplete. An incompleted pass, but there is a penalty marker to be checked out back at the line of scrimmage. As you see David Hill slowly getting to his feet.
And I think the Packer defense might see that play a couple more times in this ball game. They had completed one of 20 yards to David Hill earlier. And he was wide open on that corner pattern. Check out the penalty now.
Offside, number 75, defense, first down.
1st and 10 now, Purifoy, number 75. It's at the 21-yard line. We have 7.5 minutes remaining to be played in the first half. Luther Blues going out to a wide set right. Running backs are well split for Greg Landry. Landry to King. Stretches out to the 23, picked up only 2 yards on the completion. It'll be 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Willie Buchanan made the tackle.
Well, we got a typical Central Division, nicknamed the Black and Blue Division. 3-3. Not much scoring, a lot of head knocking.
Landry calling the play. Career stats against the Green Bay Packers. Luther Blues in a wide right. Running backs in an I. Kane in motion out left. Landry. Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Mike McCoy ran him out. Mike C. McCoy. Penalty marker thrown.
It's about 2 yards short of the first down. Check out the penalty.
Penalties against the Detroit Lions.
Penalties are up in the National Football League. Holding. I tell you, they're going to kill the goose and laid the golden egg with all these penalties.
Illegal use of hands. Number 75, offense, second down.
That is Jim Yarbrough.
That's the second time today that he has been caught. Philadelphia against Portland. I tell you.
NBA basketball coming up on CBS.
The best matchup possible right there. Dr. J, Bill Walton.
At the goal line, penalty markers are thrown. Penalty markers are thrown as Landry was hit right at the 1-yard line and pushed back. There is a penalty marker. The spot is marked as inches in front of the goal line.
Could have been John Morris, the center. It was not a safety.
No.
Landry's getting up very slow. Good rush by the Packer defense there. Everybody was there.
So now the Lions have it, but they have it inches in front of the goal line.
Number 73, offense, declined. Third down.
Russ Bollinger holding, but it's been declined.
I tell you, another holding penalty. Craig Hertwig, the right tackle last week, was caught 3 times in a row for Detroit. You know why I think there is a lot of holding penalties? Is, you know, the offensive linemen have a hard time getting publicity anyway. And now that they got the mic on the referee, they know that their number is being broadcast all over. And we, in turn, give the names out in the booth. And one of the guys said, well, hell, that's the only way I'll be able to get any publicity.
You're right, the offensive lineman. Third down and 30 yards to go. Gonna run it out of that Kane. He was popped just as he got it across.
Freddie Carr right there.
Freddie Carr hit him, and of course the Green Bay Packers started signaling safety. But it was marked just across the goal line. Was it? Was it?
From the end zone, Lens, let's take a look at it. Rick Kane, and watch Freddie Carr get to the inside of the block, almost get 2 points. That was 21. Steve Wagner up there also. There's Freddie Carr.
Marked inches in front of the goal line, and so it is fourth down. Wilbur Summers will be as deep as he can get.
And there's a good end zone shot of Wilbur Summers. I think the Packers are going to try to block this. They've got 10 men jitterbugging up there. Look at them go.
Only Harrell is back to receive the punt. Harrell moves up. A fair catch, and he makes it at the 36. The Packers first and 10 at the Detroit 36-yard line. That was a 35-yard punt under pressure. 5 minutes, 49 seconds remaining to be played in the first half. And we still have a 3-3 tie between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions here at the Pontiac Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan.
Take me away, lover. I'm yours. I don't go with married women. What are you doing? You like Granada? Granada? This is my Mercedes. Oh, tight. Against my Cadillac.
Cadillac, that's the Granada.
Alone at last, beloved.
Beloved? Where's my bride?
You got that Mercedes with another man.
Another man?
The new Ford Granada. One way to tell it's from Cadillac or Mercedes is its sticker price. When America needs a better idea, Ford puts it on wheels.
Are you still chained to Gotcha? The rechargeable Norelco rotary razor lets you walk away, free from nicks and cuts. Its 36 surgical steel rotary razor blades are safely protected inside 3 floating heads to give you a comfortable shave that's razor close, razor smooth, for up to 3 weeks on a single charge. The rechargeable Norelco rotary razor. It lets you walk away from Gotcha.
In 7 years of All in the Family, you've never seen an hour-long story like this.
Lady, I'm going to tie you up.
1 hour of comedy and drama, Sunday at 9, 8 Central and Mountain.
Little skill and color here at the Silver Dome.
This is a beautiful stadium. I tell you, I love it.
That wasn't what I meant. Green Bay Packers have the ball.
I missed something?
First and 10 at the 36-yard line. Leave it on the ground, and it is Barty Smith stacked up with the Lion defense led by Charlie Weaver.
7-year veteran out of USC comes up with a play.
Green Bay Packers have had a net total of only 5 yards passing in this game. Dickey 2 for 5. Picked up 14 yards, but he was sacked once for a 9-yard loss.
New York Giants 17, a surprise to me. 1-yard run by Willie Spencer for Sarchik to Gary Shirk, touchdown pass, 37 yards. New York 17, San Francisco 3.
Second and 12. Try draw play here, and it's taken by Nate Simpson, the rookie, and got about a yard, if that. Garth Tenable on the tackle, along with Charlie West.
There's the draw. Simpson off the right side, tries to squeeze through. 57th is Garth Tenable. Number 40 is Charlie West.
4 minutes, 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Score is tied 3-3. Ollie Smith is far to the right side. Randy Vataha is far to the left side, and Odom is set on a slot left for Lynn Dickey, the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers. Dickey. Green Bay Packers have the ball, but they have it at the 39-yard line.
Let's watch Lynn Dickey here. Passing situation, keeps both these backs in. Good block on Weaver. Weaver gets loose. He did not throw the football. So the Packers have it. Instead of a field goal, they're going to punt it away.
David Beverly is back to do the punting. Duran hustles back there to center deep. Bearcat signal goes up by Kane. He lets it go, and it is a stack over there, including the official, who says touchback. Seems logical. First and 10 at the 20-yard line, a 39-yard punt.
Oh, he almost caught the corner over there. Got some news for some Packer fans. They're not going to be too happy. John Brockington has scored for the Kansas City Chiefs. That gives him at least 5,000 yards in his career. Extra point was no good. Baltimore leads Kansas City 14-6.
So we have 3 minutes, 40 seconds remaining to be played in the first half. Score is tied 3-3, and it's first and 10 for the Lions at their own 20-yard line.
This fresh egg is going to help us sell this brand new Freeflex shoe from Freeman. Watch. You can do it with any new Freeman Freeflex. Let's use the same egg.
Hello, everybody. Alaska. Tough on people, tough on oil filters. So we took Motorcraft oil filters to Alaska, testing them in 50 GM, Chrysler, and Ford cars and trucks. After 6 rugged months of Alaskan pipeline country, from winter's freeze to the hot, choking dust of summer, only one oil filter couldn't take the punishment. This is Lowell Thomas reminding you, no matter what you drive, wherever you drive, ask for Motorcraft oil filters from Ford. Tested tough in Alaska. So long.
The roof of the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. The Lions first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Rick Kane and Horace King are the running backs. Dexter Bussey out with a slight sprain. Greg Landry back, pumps once, and goes long. Incomplete. Trying to go to Leonard Thompson, way downfield.
Oh, he still got the strong arm. St. Louis, Terry Metcalf has scored for 10 yards out. Hard has completed a 30-yard touchdown pass. Cards over the Eagles, 14-3. St. Landry bombed one for about 62 yards in the air there.
This is the 88th meeting of the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions, dating way back to 1930. Packers lead in the series 48-38, and there have been 7 ties. Leonard Thompson comes forward to the right side. Luther Blue goes forward to the left side. Kane and King, the setbacks for Landry. King, penalty marker. Penalty marker as he got to the 29-yard line. Fred Carr made the stop.
Boy, good hole on the left side for Horace King.
Holding against the Lions.
Here we go again. There's your tight end. See if we can pick it up on the left side here. Clarence Williams almost makes a stop. Freddie Carr's got it. No, it's back. You see that referee who threw the flag had his eyes.
Holding, number 73, offense, second down.
Russ Bollinger.
So Detroit now has 4 penalties for 34 yards. They also had, Packers did decline one.
2nd and 20 at the 10-yard line. Landry from the goal line. Incomplete. Trying to hit Luther Blue on a comeback.
Well, I tell you, I don't care who you're playing. You start giving the other team this good a field position, even defensive field position. The Packers pushed them back to the 1-yard line, took control of the football, did not put any points on the board from the 36-yard line, and now they're faced with about a 3rd and 20 again.
3rd and 20 it is from the 10-yard line with 3 minutes 23 seconds left in the first half, before a sellout crowd of more than 80,000 at the Silverdome. First sellout of the year. Landry dropped at the 2-yard line.
Hey, that's one thing that's really improved in the defensive line is the sacks. They had 16 sacks coming in. This is 83. Clarence Williams, watch him. He gets rid of the tackle or guard Bodine. That's Lynn Bodine, the guard, blocking on him.
So Wilbur Summers will go back in punt formation, and once again he'll have less space than my hotel room with his back to the end line.
Now, last time Willard Harrell made a fair catch. Position for the Packers. Cost them 15. I think it was number 29 down there trying to get a block to get Willard Harrell over on the right sideline. Form that wedge on the sidelines for that punt return. He forgot he had a microphone on.
No, he'll tell us after he steps it off. After he steps it off, then he'll tell us. Gordon McCarty, referee.
I do like that innovation. I think the fans sitting at home do too.
I think it's one of the great aids to enjoying a football game.
Personal foul, clipping number 29 receivers during the return. First down.
That's Mike McCoy.
You still have the good eyes, don't you?
That's not it right there.
It is 1st and 10 now. At the 48-yard line of the pack, Dickey has the football. Odom, and he has it out of bounds at the 33.
That's a favorite Bart Starr trick, Lindsey. Oh, I tell you one thing, and that's a lot of your quarterbacks will do that. After a turnover, after you get good field position, they've got fine field position. They come with play-action pass on 1st down. Dickey gets good pass protection, steps up, and a good pitch on a sideline pattern. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Packers.
19 yards picked up on the pass play. 1st and 10, wide receivers left and right, running backs in an I formation. This is the rookie Nate Simpson. Got not much, if anything. Doug English on the tackle with Ken Sanders. Spotted squarely at the 33-yard line. Picked up about a half yard. We are approaching the 2-minute warning. We are down to 2:12 now and counting. Green Bay has picked up 30 yards rushing and 13 carries. We're down to 2:02, 2:01, and we'll never get it off. There is the whistle for the 2-minute warning. We have 2 minutes remaining to be played in the first half at the Silverdome in Pontiac, and the score is tied. Packers 3 and the Lions 3.
But, Billy Joe, you are dressed for a Del Rio dogfight. You'd sure look better in Hager slacks. Or a Hager sport coat and slacks. Even a Hager vested suit. A variety of outfits you don't have to be rich to afford. Oh, Billy Joe, you look like $1 million.
Make that too.
Billy
Hager,
Joe.
because looking good makes you feel good.
Hey, Mom!
Oh, hiya, Sonny.
Stop sitting around, Mom. Let's take a ride in my new Ford pickup.
All right, let me drive. Oh, if I can handle it.
This is the one that's built tough with Ford's exclusive twin I-beam suspension and a new 4-speed overdrive option. And extensive rust-fighting materials on underbody parts.
What you think, Mom?
You may think I'm off my rocker. This Ford is tough.
Of all Ford trucks registered over the last 12 years, 93 out of 100 are still on the job.
2 minutes to play in the half now, and the Green Bay Packers have the ball. 2nd and 10. They have it at the 33-yard line of the Detroit Lions. Eric Torkelson's back in there to running back along with Barty Smith for the Packers. Same two running backs who started.
You know, if Detroit goes in at halftime with a tie, 3-3, their defense has just done an outstanding job. The Packers have had fine field position this whole first half. Just can't put any points on the board.
Dickey. And it is dropped by Odom at the 15-yard line. It is simply an incompletion.
Yeah, let's take a look at Steve Odom. We've got him on the ISO for you. What a job Dickey does getting off the football. He was trapped. Keep in mind, when he releases the football, he's almost halfway tackled. Now, here's Odom. Slow motion on the turn-in, the deep turn-in over the middle. And he gets his hands on the football. He should have caught this. Right here. Boom. Now, you won't get him too much better than that. Now, let's see what's happening to Lynn Dickey. Now, watch. Perseverance here. He's hit low. He's still up. Oh, that's a great pitch, Lindsey.
It was that. 3rd down and 10 yards to go as Lynn Dickey drops back again.
Under the blitz.
As he threw, and it's intercepted. Taken by Lem Barney at the 30, 35, 40. Lem Barney to the 45. Barney to the 49-yard line.
The big game breaker. He's done it for so many years. 11 years out of Jackson State. He was always a dangerous man, even when I was playing. When we had to, here comes the blitz. The blitz causes it. They rush the safety man. He gets hit. And Lem Barney comes up with the big interception. He got a good block. Now Detroit has the football at midfield, and they'll try to put at least 3 on the board.
Lem Barney along the sideline. Greg Landry, the quarterback for the Detroit Lions. 1:44 on the clock remaining in the half. That's a completed pass across to the 46-yard line. Taken by Horace King.
Lions still have their full complement of 3 timeouts remaining. Nope, check that. They got 2. They had to take one when they were deciding to go on 4th down early in the first quarter.
2nd down and 5 yards to go. 1:27 on the clock. Greg Landry. Complete to King again and out of bounds to stop the clock. And it's at the 41-yard line.
Good job by Horace King there. Oh, fine job by the big fullback here. Here he is. Off right tackle. Good pass protection so far. Now King goes to the outside. Little short square out. Landry's got to get rid of the football now. And King does his job, Lindsey. He gets out of bounds. Going to take a timeout here.
He got down there for the first down. He got in advance of the 6 for the 1st and 10.
You could say they'll take a timeout if they make a first down. The next first down, they'll have to call it.
Only the 9th first down in the ball game. Detroit 6 and Green Bay 3. Landry throws to King. And King is going across field out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Tom Sona was chasing him across.
Wasn't any question, Lindsey, where he was trying to get to, was it? He got very close to that first down, too. There he is, a little delay over the middle. And Landry uses his 6'4" height here to jump up a little bit. And Horace King right now being chased by Hanson. He gets out of bounds.
3rd consecutive pass reception by Horace King, number 25. First down and 10 yards to go at the 30-yard line. Score tied 3-3 as we approach the halftime intermission. 1:11 on the clock. King has had 5 catches for 27 yards. They try a delay now, and King carries to the 29-yard line, and here is a timeout. A timeout, Detroit Lions, to stop the clock. It'll be 2nd and 9. Detroit at the Green Bay 29. So the Detroit Lions.
They got one timeout remaining.
Sports back coming up at 4:30 p.m. next Saturday, and lots of boxing. Of course, there's something for everybody.
He's one of the best young heavyweights in the business, Leon Spinks, and also on that card is his brother, Michael Spinks, in the light heavyweight division.
Going against Gary Summerhays.
Bernardo Mercado. Do you think that name was made up or what? Huh?
That's another heavyweight match with Greg Johnson.
Bernardo Mercado.
And then the competition of the world's strongest men, and this is the wheelbarrow race coming up. It's a decathlon.
You know, a lot of people have asked me, Paul, how do they pick the world's strongest men? Well, they were chosen, recommendation from authorities in the field of weightlifting, bodybuilding, and strength.
Among whom Paul Hornung is not one.
Thank heavens.
4:30 p.m. next Saturday, the Sports Spec on CBS.
I tell you, talk about performances. I had dinner last night with Mike Lucci, one of the great linebackers here with the Detroit Lions, who's working their broadcast. And he ran 18 miles yesterday. I said, you got to be kidding me. He says, I've never run that far in my life. He runs about 10 miles a day.
And it's 6 seconds as Landry drops back. Bumps this one, and it is completed to Kane, and Rick Kane is hit as he approached the 25. Clock is running.
Now they got to hurry.
Red Carr and Willie Buchanan made the stop. It'll be 3rd down. And now Gordon McCarty calls the time just to get him a line, that's all. 3rd down and 6 yards to go at the 26. Score tied 3-3. 45 seconds left to play in the half. Landry. Incomplete, trying to get it crossing to Horace King again. That stops the clock. The incompletion makes it 4th and 6 at the 26.
And Mickemeyer will enter. Ball spotted at the 26. It'll be a 43-yard field goal attempt. Gave him a pretty good year kicking. 5 out of 7 on his field goals this year. His brother's having a little trouble in Atlanta.
Harry Danielson's going to hold. He's going to take an extra yard and make it a 44-yard field goal attempt. Danielson puts it down. Mickemeyer blocked at the line of scrimmage. Picked up and dropped again. Fumbled out of bounds, and Detroit retains possession. Detroit keeps possession of the football as they have it at the 44-yard line of the Green Bay Packers.
That was Ezra Johnson. Is that Ezra Johnson, 78 or 90? There he is, way up. Boy, did he get off the feet.
Willie Buchanan picks it up. Advances it, loses control. The Lions got it before it went out of bounds. Clock says 31 seconds. That is a first down, of course. So the Lions still have the football, 1st and 10. They have it at the 44-yard line of the Green Bay Packers. Gordon McCarty, the referee, discussing things.
Well, that's who blocked it. Number 78, Ezra Johnson for the Packers.
Gary Seaman, the line judge there, talking to McCarty, rather listening to McCarty.
And Lindsey, you'd almost guess that probably the field goal would have been good because he blocked it directly in the center of that line. He got up about 3.5 feet.
3.5 foot.
There he is. He's way up, boys.
Ricardo now indicates the Lions keep the football first and 10.
There was a double change of possession. Detroit, Green Bay, back to Detroit. Legal recovery, first down.
Now Detroit, if the Packers had not retained possession of the ball on the block kick, it would have been their ball, even though Detroit would have recovered. But Green Bay got possession, then fumbled, and now it's Detroit's ball.
Just like it's written in the book.
It's nice when they're explaining it to you, isn't it?
Greatest addition to the enjoyment of a football game in many, many years. The mic on the referee. First and 10 at the 44-yard line. That was the time you ask a question about a play like that, you'd hear from him next Thursday. First and 10 now.
One timeout left, or none.
Dropping back is Landry.
The board says 1.
And it's complete inside the 25-yard line. Taken by Charlie Sanders, the veteran tight end.
They had one timeout remaining. He's made a few of these plays in his career. There he is, tight end left. He's going to do a turn in. Landry got his eye on him all the way. Steps up into the pocket right on target. 15-yard pickup, and we'll have another field goal attempt. That's Gary Weaver. Looks like the knee, Lynch.
Certainly does.
5-year veteran from Fresno State.
Detroit Lions have taken their last time out. NFL Regionals next week. It'll be the Dallas Cowboys and the Eagles at Philadelphia. We'll be there.
And Lindsay and I will be doing that ball game. Green Bay and Tampa and the Giants in Washington.
Also Atlanta against the Chicago Bears. New Orleans and St. Louis Cards. And the Detroit Lions against the San Francisco 49ers. All on CBS next Sunday. Landry's been able to talk things over with Tommy Hudspeth and his staff. It is first and 10. Lions have the ball at the Green Bay 25-yard line, and we have 23 seconds remaining in the half. The score is tied, 3-3. Loser Blue wide to the left side. Leonard Thompson wide to the right side. Kane and King in the setbacks for Landry.
They do not have any timeouts left now.
Penalty marker is thrown, and it's before the snap. Penalty marker is thrown. Whistle stops play.
And the Packers had a blitz on in that situation now. Let's see if they pull it off.
A procedure penalty against the Detroit Lions. That's 5 yards.
I'll tell you one thing. A pass completion inbounds here. The Detroit Lions will not have enough time to get their field goal team on, I don't believe. So he's going to have to go for the 6. Throw it out of bounds to stop the clock. Or throw it out of bounds.
It'll make it first and 15. At the 30-yard line.
Well, let's see if the Packers stay in that blitz
False
call. They
Number
showed
73, offense, first down.
Russ Bollinger on a false start.
They showed the blitz last time. Let's see if they stay in it here.
First and 15 with 21 seconds on the clock. Score tied, 3-3. Well, penalty marker is thrown. Landry throws the pass to King, who goes out of bounds.
Flags all over the place. Freddie Carr did blitz. And the defensive right end for the Packers were offsides. There's Freddie coming on the inside.
Offside Pack.
Oh, they got the 5 back.
It'll be first and 10 again.
Offside, number 83, defense, first down.
Clarence Williams, who is in there in place of the injured Dave Roller, makes it first and 10 at the 25. Score tied 3-3, 16 seconds on the clock. Kane and King are the setbacks. Landry. And it's complete to Kane at the 11-yard line.
He's inbounds. The clock's running.
The clock is running. 7 seconds. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. And now Gordon McCarty calls an official's timeout with 4 seconds left to get them aligned. Get everybody on the proper side of the ball. Danielson is in, and it'll be Mickemeyer, and he will attempt a 29-yarder. A 29-yard field goal attempt. It is up, and it is no good. No good. Hit the upright and bounced back. It hit the upright and bounced back, and time has run out. That's the end of the period as the kick hit the upright. So that is the end of the first half. It is a 3-3 tie, the Lions and the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, it's a good thing they didn't make that field goal. I think Bart Starr would have come off that sidelines. They held it up quite a few seconds to get everybody back in the proper alignment. Normally, they'll run out the clock under that situation. I'll tell you, they would have been peeved, I think, if that field goal would have been good.
Green Bay and Detroit tied 3-3. Red Nerve coming up next.